gentleman can be defined as a man of good family, breeding, and social position.
And we have 3 fine Canadian gentlemen leading us to the polls this federal election.
Yes, we do, Matthew. But with that being said, how do we make a choice between these 3 fine gentlemen?
That's why we're at the Gentlemen's Expo this week to get an expert opinion. I need some help because we're here at the Gentlemen's Expo and I want to know what makes a fine gentleman.
Well, I mean, there's all different aspects. I think there's a gentleman in everyone. You just got to bring it out.
It's got to be somebody with, a little bit of class.
And you, sir, who is carefully grooming your mustache?
I'd say a mustache is one way to make a genuine gentleman.
Just being very truthful to yourself, being very straightforward, simple. I think that's what simpleness is. What men are.
What to you defines a fine gentleman?
Well, you know what? It's funny you should say that because some of the greatest influences of my life are my 2 grandmothers and my mother, who trained me very well to be a gentleman. I got a good slap on the back of the head every time I didn't open a door or every time I didn't walk on the outside of my grandma when we're walking down the street. So a true gentleman is someone who's always aware and cognizant of what's happening around them and always going out of their way to help people around them and make sure that they're comfortable before themselves.
Gentleman who listens and is kind and snores.
You know, on October 19th, there's an upcoming federal election, right?
Yes, I do.
Which of those 3 candidates would you consider a fine gentleman?
Justin Trudeau.
He listens. He's
kind. And he doesn't snore.
Does he snore?
He snores.
There are 3 gentlemen that are vying to be prime minister of this great country. Who do you feel is the finest of those 3 fine gentlemen?
The young charm of our Trudeau, the new Trudeau.
Guy's name who's a little bit hard to remember, but you got there.
Whiskey.
Which gentleman would sway your vote?
As a businessman, I love the policies that Stephen Harper has set in.
Who is the finest gentleman of those 3 fine gentlemen?
Mr. Stephen Harper.
Stephen Harper. Why so?
He's proven himself as a gentleman year in and year out. He's put in the Canadian economy ahead of himself, ahead of popular decisions. I think he's made decisions that weren't necessarily popular because they knew where they were good for the economy. And if you look at the standing of the economy today, under his leadership, we're in great shape.
Now, politics aside, which of the 3 would you just want to hang out with, have a Scotch and cigar with? Justin Trudeau.
Yeah.
You think he's more fun?
He's young. He seems to be fun. I've heard that he's supporting the use of marijuana. So for hanging around, you want to hang around with a guy like that.
So for leading the country, the gentleman is Harper. Yeah. For hanging around smoking a doob with, it's Trudeau.
That's correct.
I'd go with Trudeau. Trudeau, yeah.
Why so?
He's young and he looks like he could have a good time with the right amount of whiskey.
You know what? I think I'd like to sit down with Trudeau and see what's going on there and just hear some stories from his dad.
But Sven, that's the wrong answer. Thomas Mulcair has a
Yeah,
beard.
I know he does.
You could
I
do
know
so
he
much
does.
with the beard
I know
together.
He does. Yeah, but maybe I could convince Trudeau to grow one out.
You think if Trudeau grew a beard, maybe he would get more votes?
Exactly. Yeah, I think
He'd
so.
have the hair
That's right.
and the beard.
That's right. Yeah.
Very distinguished.
That's right.
Stephen Harper, the man with the plan and the most experience. And basically, he's been there, he's seen it, and he's done it all.
On October 19th, 3 fine gentlemen will make their way to the polls, and 1 will come out as our leader.
But the jury is still out on which one will be sipping the sweet success of a single malt Scotch.
For The Rebel, I'm Matt Phillips.
And I'm Jason Agnew, and remember on Election Day,
Every vote counts.
let's go drink.
Ow! We're building a studio. Help us out. Click here or visit BuildTheDream.ca.